Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Awards Gambit. I hope you all are doing well. I'm here today to talk about my predictions for the 2025 BAFTA Awards. The BAFTA Awards will be held Sunday, February 16th. They'll be hosted by David Tennant, and if you'd like to watch them, you can find them on BritBox at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We are in the middle of a hot awards season. We got a lot of great films and nominees here, so I'm very excited to go over my predictions for the BAFTAs with you guys. By all means, why don't we jump right into the predictions? First up, for Best Film, the nominees are A Complete Unknown, Anora, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and The Brutalist. My prediction for this category is Anora. Anora had an amazing weekend last weekend. First won the Critics' Choice, then the DGA for Sean Baker, and then the PGA Award. So after that weekend, so much changed. And at this point, I just feel like we cannot be underestimating Anora. I think it's going all the way to win Best Picture at the Oscars. I think it could definitely lose at the BAFTAs to Conclave, which got 12 nominations, more than any other film. We know that the BAFTAs love Edward Berger and his films. Think about a couple years ago, All Quiet on the Western Front won many, many awards, including Best Film. I definitely think that they could just go with Conclave because it's definitely more of a European film than Anora is, and we sometimes see at BAFTA they like to favor British and European films, like they did with All Quiet on the Western Front over Everything Everywhere All at Once. So I definitely think they could just go with Conclave. However, I cannot be underestimating Anora anymore after last weekend. Such a huge momentum shift for that film. I think everybody really likes that film and has a lot of respect for that film and Sean Baker. So I am going to stick with Anora. For Best Actor, the nominees are Timothée Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, Ralph Fiennes for Conclave, Hugh Grant for Heretic, Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing, Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice, and Adrien Brody for The Brutalist. For this category, I'm going with Adrien Brody for The Brutalist. Adrien Brody has been cruising through this award season so far with wins at the Critics' Choice Awards last weekend and the Golden Globes last month. He gave great speeches at both of those award shows. He has been doing so well on the campaign trail, showing up to places, being very charismatic, and has a lot of support. Brutalist got 9 nominations at BAFTA. I have no reason to doubt that Adrien Brody is going to win this category. If anyone would beat him, I would think there would be a Ralph Fiennes upset. Like I said before, I think that Conclave is a film that BAFTA might be defaulting to in some categories, and Ralph Fiennes gave such an incredible performance in that film. The film got 12 nominations. Ralph Fiennes is a previous BAFTA winner, and Ralph Fiennes has also been doing a pretty good campaign. He accepted the Critics' Choice Award for Best Ensemble at the Critics' Choice Awards on behalf of Conclave, and he gave a great speech. He definitely made himself known at the Critics' Choice Awards, and I think that people just love him. He has a great career narrative, and I definitely could see him upsetting here. Just at this point, I am not going to be not predicting Adrien Brody because he's so strong so far, and he gave such a good performance in The Brutalist. So I'm going to stick with Adrien Brody, but I definitely would watch out for Ralph Fiennes here. For Best Actress, the nominees are Mikey Madison for Anora, Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez, Marianne Jean-Baptiste for Hard Truths, Saoirse Ronan for The Outrun, Demi Moore for The Substance, and Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. My prediction for this category is Demi Moore for The Substance. Demi Moore has absolutely been dominating since her win at the Golden Globes last month. After that, it was just Demi Moore as the front runner. She could go all the way to win the Oscars. I still think she is in a very good position to do that right now. While the BAFTAs didn't nominate The Substance for Best Film, it did get 5 nominations, 3 of which were above the line. And Demi Moore is just so beloved. She has such a great narrative. She definitely has a lot of friends in the industry. I think she has a narrative that is too strong to deny, and I do think that she is going to take the BAFTA award. I think if anyone could upset her, it would be Mikey Madison for Anora. After last weekend, we know that Anora is on the rise again, and Mikey Madison is the front and center of that film. That film would be nothing without her, and Anora is just so strong that I think Mikey Madison could win here. Especially if I have Anora winning Best Film. It would not be surprising at all if Mikey Madison won Best Actress. So I think that's definitely a good race here between the two of them. But I'm sticking with Demi Moore. I really would love to see her win. I'm rooting for her for the Oscars, but we shall see. Definitely do not sleep on Mikey Madison here. For Best Supporting Actor, the nominees are Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown, Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain, Yura Borisov for Anora, Clarence Macklin for Sing Sing, Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice, and Guy Pearce for The Brutalist. This category, I'm going with Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain. I don't have much to say here. He has essentially yet to lose at any award show this whole season. He won Golden Globe, won Critics' Choice. People like him. He is just so far ahead of everyone else that I will not be underestimating him until I see him lose somewhere. So going with Kieran Culkin here, if someone else won, like Guy Pearce or Jeremy Strong or Edward Norton, that would be great because we love to see chaos. We love some unpredictability. But I just have to stick with Kieran Culkin here, and I'm very confident with that prediction. For Best Supporting Actress, the nominees are Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, Selena Gomez for Emilia Perez, Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Jamie Lee Curtis for The Last Showgirl, and Ariana Grande for Wicked. My prediction for this category is Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. Similar to Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain, Zoe Saldana is so far ahead of everyone else. She has been absolutely dominating the awards, won so many Critics Awards, including many European awards, and she won the Golden Globe Critics' Choice. And even though Emilia Perez has been facing several controversies as of late, I don't think it's going to hurt Zoe Saldana, who has been in the industry for over 2 decades, giving consistently exceptional performances, and I think it's just her time to win this award, and I will not be doubting her until I see her lose somewhere. So I'm going with Zoe Saldana. Would love to see an Isabella Rossellini upset or an Ariana Grande upset just to cause some chaos, but I cannot be predicting that right now, so I'm sticking with Zoe Saldana, and I feel very good about that pick. For Best Director, the nominees are Sean Baker for Anora, Edward Berger for Conclave, Denis Villeneuve for Dune Part 2, Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez, Brady Corbet for The Brutalist, and Coralie Farjah for The Substance. This race has been very back and forth this season. We had Brady Corbet winning Golden Globe. John M. Chu, who was not nominated here, won at the Critics' Choice. And then last weekend we had Sean Baker win the DGA Award. So we don't really have a consensus for who's going to win here. I am predicting Sean Baker to win. After his DGA win last weekend, I feel like he has to be the front runner here. Brady Corbet was definitely the front runner after the Golden Globes. I think people, including myself, saw that film as just such an undeniable directorial achievement. And now I think The Brutalist has just been losing stock and not performing as well as expected at some of these award shows. So I have to go with the stronger film, presumably in Anora. And I'm going with Sean Baker, who has been so beloved these past few years and just finally getting his due for awards recognition with Anora. And I definitely think that Brady Corbet could win here. It's completely realistic. I think maybe even Edward Berger could win here. But my gut says Sean Baker, so I'm sticking with Sean Baker. For Best Original Screenplay, the nominees are A Real Pain, Anora, Kneecap, The Brutalist, and The Substance. I think this race is going to be a hot race no matter what happens here or at WGA. After last weekend, Coralie Farjah upsetting Sean Baker at the Critics' Choice Awards. For this category, I'm going with Anora. Like I said multiple times in this video, I cannot be underestimating Anora. I think it definitely has the better screenplay. and that's coming from a diehard fan of The Substance. But The Substance is more of the original concept. And sometimes in any award show, including the Oscars, they give the award for original screenplay to whichever has the most original concept or original idea. So it's going to be hard to say because The Substance is from a European filmmaker and it did perform very well at the BAFTAs. And it's hot off that Critics' Choice Award win for original screenplay. But Anora is just the number one film so far. It's hasn't missed anywhere in terms of nominations. It is on the rise, and I think that it could win a lot of awards at the BAFTAs, and it could win a lot of awards at the Oscars. So I'm going with Anora with the safe pick, but I would love to see Corley Farget winning for The Substance. We shall see what happens come Sunday, but for now, I'm going with Anora. For Best Adapted Screenplay, the nominees are A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing Sing. My prediction for this category is Conclave. I have no doubt Conclave is winning here. I think that it's going to win all the way to the Oscars. It won the Golden Globe in an upset. It won the Critics' Choice Award for Adapted Screenplay. And it's just so far ahead of all these other adaptations that I don't even know what would be in second place. I really don't. But yeah, Conclave definitely winning here. I have not much to say about this, especially at the BAFTA Awards, where I already think Conclave will be performing well. It has no reason to lose this category. So, congratulations to Conclave on yet another deserving win for Adapted Screenplay. So, that concludes my predictions for the 2025 BAFTA Award winners. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to win at BAFTA, who you're rooting for. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. I appreciate all of your support. We got SAG Awards next weekend, so stay tuned for that prediction video. I'm very excited. We are getting close to the Oscar ceremony in just a couple of weeks. So stay tuned for more content. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Awards Gambit. Take care, everyone.